What's up, guys? So today we're talking Spyderco. Why Spyderco? Why do people like Spyderco knives so much? Well, lately, besides some select knives that I'm testing for review eventually, on a personal level, I've been rocking a couple Spydercos. Now, obviously, the Para 3, and let me start off here. Let me stop for a second. I do apologize to all the knifeaholics out there for calling this a PM3 or a paramilitary 3. It is not. There's confusion there. I really think they should have called this something completely different. But anyway, this is the Para 3 Lights. It is not a continuation of the paramilitary line. It is its own thing, but because it's called the Para, it just confuses me. So I often will talk about the knife and say, oh yeah, the PM3. It's not the PM, there is no M, it's just the Para 3. So I apologize for that. I can imagine that's annoying. But anyway, so yes, the Para 3, the PM2, do a little flick there for you. This one is in the 20CV, which is just rocking. And of course, one of my favorites, as you guys know, the Spyderco Sage. And this one has a compression lock. All right. I love these knives. I love Spyderco. Now, I'm not a fanboy. I like all types of knives. But it's just something about Spyderco. They're popular for a reason. They not only make a ton of knives, I guess my pet peeve is that, and I can't really complain, because they have so much variety, because they're constantly doing different types of designs, they can't keep making all the knives they made. You know, it's just literally not enough time or room or anything else to continue with every single model. So what happens is they come up with something that's pretty cool, unique, and different, and they do a run of it, and maybe another run or whatever, and then they stop making it. And then they become expensive. They become collectible. I think a lot of people gravitate towards Spydercos because they are so collectible. One thing I love about the company in general, all right, and this is a great example of it, is they do so many limited runs. They play around with all types of different steels. This PM2, I want to make sure I don't say that wrong, this PM2 or Paramilitary 2 is in CPM 20CV. It's an amazing steel. I have another one of these in the M390. I think I saw for 2020 that they're doing a new steel, an S45VN. Awesome. They play around with different blade steels. All right, I think that is amazing. Now, of course, some people think that Spyderco knives are ugly. I've heard that multiple times. And I mean, I guess it depends on what specific knife you're looking at, but I mean, I don't think these are ugly knives. I think these are good looking knives. But they've always had the same, focus on function. Now, clearly they want to make knives that look nice too, and I think they feel like they look nice. But if nothing else, they're very, very functional. So I'm kind of making this video for two reasons. Number one, to apologize to all the people out there for calling this a PM3 lightweight or a paramilitary 3 lightweight. It's not. It's a Para 3 lightweight. And but secondly, I wanted to make this video to ask you guys why Spyderco. There's a lot of different reasons why. Affordability is not one of those reasons, of course, and that's people's biggest complaint is their knives are expensive. But I do think you're getting what you're paying for, in most models anyway. Occasionally they'll come out with something that's pretty pricey, but I mean, I suppose any company could be critiqued on their prices, except for super affordable companies where they're critiqued on their quality. But you can't have both. You can't have something that's super amazing for really little money. But anyway, I'm just kind of curious. A lot of people love them. I love the diversity. You guys know that. I'm not a fanboy of any specific company at all, but lately just been kind of revisiting some favorites, some classic designs here, and loving them. Just really enjoying them. I mean, they come ridiculously sharp. If you don't know, the industry standard on sharpening a knife is about 20 degrees on each edge, all right, or a 40-degree inclusive edge. So they're sharpened on 20 degrees, right? Spyderco, as a standard, does a 15-degree edge on both sides, 30 inclusive. So what that means is they literally do a thinner edge than most knife companies out there. Because I've heard a lot of people say, man, they're so sharp out of the box. And they are, but they're literally thinner edges. All right, but you get a lot of models here that are also full flat grounds, okay, which are just slicing machines. So, I mean, obviously design has a lot to do with that. There's other companies too that I say out of the box. Spyderco is definitely up there for me, but Cold Steel's there too. I mean, Benchmade, for the most part, they're good. I mean, I know they slacked certain years and stuff, maybe quality control. It's not quite, what you expect. They're still a great company in my opinion. Cold Steel, I've never had an issue with. I mean, their stuff is just, it's ridiculous out of the box. It'll take your finger right off if you don't know what you're doing. Anyway, the focus here is on Spyderco. I want to hear from the fanboys. I want to hear why. Why do you buy Spyderco knives? For me, overall, it's not really the collectibility, because you guys know I definitely am more of a user than a collector, although I definitely have a collector inside of me. I certainly do. And I do cringe a little sometimes when I have to use an expensive or limited edition knife or something really hard. But they are knives. At the end of the day, they're tools. That's why I like them. But it's not for their aesthetics, although I don't think they're ugly. I really don't. It's just the quality. I mean, when you cut something, and it's hard to say, I can't say when you cut something with a Spyderco, because there's so many different models, so many different steels, so many different designs, so obviously they're not created equal at all. But more times than not, when I'm using a Spyderco, I'm smiling. They just make great knives, you know? But I'm curious. I'm curious to hear exactly why you guys are into them. It is one of the most popular brands out there, but you know, if you're only getting Spydercos, you're missing out. There's a lot of awesome stuff in the market from a lot of awesome companies, some more known than others, but I love the diversity. So if you are a Spyderco fanboy, step outside the box, try some other stuff, because you are missing out. But anyway, that's it for now. Hopefully you guys have a wonderful day. Looking forward to the comments, and I'll see you tomorrow with a brand new video. Take care.